What is up, everybody? My name is Wes. This is Top Shelfers, and today we're gonna rank the movies of someone who I think hasn't even begun to create and peak as far as acting goes, and that is Miles Teller. Now, again, I forgot to get set up because I'm a dingus. So we're gonna do it live. I'll be honest, I'm a big fan of his. I have been since the first movie I saw him in, which is Project X. We'll talk about it. Don't you worry. I have a lot to say about that movie. And I've kind of followed alongside his career the whole time. I think that he's taken some movies that, weren't amazing, but were opportunities given, he wasn't a ginormous actor and, trying to make some moves. And then we have arguably I'm I'm working on my ultimate movie list, like my top 50, top 100 movies. I can't decide what I'm going to do yet. Um and one of Miles Teller's movies will definitely be very very high on that list. I don't know what number yet, but it will be on there. So, with that being said, 19 movies. We're gonna rank them worst to best. Miles Teller. I think I'm gonna start with. Oh man, probably that awkward moment is the worst one. Really wasn't a fan of that. And then gonna follow that with Get a Job. That movie's pretty awful. uh, this one might be a hot take, but didn't think we needed a Footloose remake, and I still stand by that. And then we kind of got some weird stuff. So like he did the Divergent series, which was a book series and a game series and a movie series, and then they all kind of worked off each other, which is interesting. And I don't know. I'm not saying that the movies were horrible, but they weren't great. Like I definitely wouldn't recommend them unless you've read the books. And if you've read the books, you're going to be really disappointed with the movies. And the games are okay, I guess. I haven't played them all. I haven't played all of them really. So I'm just going to put. Okay, first, they tried to revamp Fantastic Four in 2015. A lot of people don't know about that. And because it was a huge flop and a horrible movie. So we're going to put that there. Um, Big cast and everything. I have a list here pulled up because I was really struggling to find a Miles Teller one. So Miles Teller played Reed Richards. Kate Mara played Sue Storm. Michael B. Jordan played Johnny Storm. And Ben Grimm played Jamie Bell played Ben Grimm. And then Toby Kebbell played Victor Von Doom. And it did not work. On a very high level, it did not work. So, which happens. And then we're going to just put all the Divergent movies. So, let's see. Are they all on here? Some of them get missed. May have missed one or two of them. I know that's the first one. The first one's definitely the best one. This is the second one. So the third one didn't make it. The third one's by far the worst. So that's fine. Not worried about it. Yeah, I don't think it made it onto the list. Oh well. So then let's talk about a couple of his comedy movies. Um Being Project X and 21 and Over. Now, Project X came out at a time that was like perfect for my generation. Um I'm not going to say my age just cuz like I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. But in the early 2000s there was American Pie, there was Road Trip, there was these like party-esque high school movies that, you know, kind of defined that generation and that genre. And then I guess this is going to date me. Then for me, when I got into high school, there was movies like Superbad and Project X and things of that nature that were just so big. Everybody I went to school with talked about Project X, and I really like it, and I think it's funny. Is it a great movie? No. I mean, it was a bunch of kids who filmed a movie. Like, it's not phenomenal, but it's the ultimate party. Like, everyone talked about wanting to throw a Project X party after that movie, you know? And then it happened a couple times where I'm at and people got in trouble and all that fun stuff. So I look at those very highly, and I think 21 and Over is severely underrated comedy movie, and it kind of had a good, like, wholesome twist at the end, you know? So we're going to do Spiderhead here above Divergent, and then what is that at? 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. So I need 2 more out of the top 10. Oh, for sure. Two Night Stand. Actually, Two Night Stand is going to go like here. That movie was not great. So I need 1 more out of the top 10. What is it going to be, though? I don't know. I think I'm going to put Project X just out of the top 10. And then number 10. So my top 10 Miles Teller movies in order, ranked from worst to best, ultimate tier list. Number 10, we're going to do 21 and Over. Okay. And then this is where it gets tricky, because he has a lot of really good movies at the top. So I think for me, we're going to do The Gorge at 9. We're going to do Thank You for Your Service at 8. We're going to do Only the Brave at 7. Oh, I think I'm going to put Bleed for This at 6. Rabbit Hole at 5. War Dogs at 4. War Dogs is so good. Jonah Hill was really good in that one too. And then The Spectacular Now at 3. That movie is phenomenal and highly slept on. And then we have the 2 absolute just 10 out of 10 movies, and I don't know, it's going to take a minute to work through this, right? Top Gun Maverick was one of the best follow-ups to a movie that I've seen in a long time. It was exciting. It was captured the energy from the original Top Gun and made it new, made it fresh, made it entertaining. All of the crazy action sequences were great. The characters were good. Miles Teller was great in it. But then you have Whiplash. Now, Whiplash is one of those movies that has now hitting the point of so popular and so seen as like one of the best films in a long time that people are really forcing hate on it. And whether that's because they don't get it or it's not their type of movie or whatever, I think it's one of the best movies I've seen, probably period. Like easily in my top 100, easily in my top 50, probably in the top 25 somewhere. And that's just, and I've watched it probably 5 or 6 times now. You know, if you've ever been in anything that's highly competitive, or you've tried to chase something that seems impossible, or you want to be the best at something, like truly be the best at it. So many people talk about being the best at it, right? But very few people actually try to be the best at it, right? This shows that. This shows the mindset, what has to be put in the antagonist, if you want to call it that, what he puts Miles Teller's character through, like it's all to achieve greatness. It's that Mamba mentality, you know, and it's tough because these are two vastly different movies, vastly different movies, not even in the same realm. One's about fighter jets, one's about drumming, you know, and that goes to show his range as well. I just don't know. I think for me, Top Gun Maverick is 2, Whiplash is 1, but Top Gun Maverick is phenomenal. Like, I can't say anything bad about that movie. I saw it in the theaters. It was so cool. It's one of those movies that you needed to see in the theaters. And then I rewatched it when it came out on streaming. Had a blast on the rewatch. It's just good. But Whiplash is one of those movies that it's not, there's not going to be something like that comes around again, you know? So that's my top 10 Miles Teller movies ranked from worst to best. My number 10 is 21 and Over. My number 9 is The Gorge. Number 8, Thank You for Your Service. Number 7, Brave. I forget the name of it. I just closed all my notes because I thought I was done. Number 6 is Bleed for This. Number 5 is Rabbit Hole. Number 4 is War Dogs. Number 3 is The Spectacular Now. Number 2 is Top Gun Maverick. And number 1 is Whiplash. Let's find his movies ranked. Miles Teller movies ranked. There's no tomato. Damn. Okay. Guess we'll do IMDb. Oh, it just spoiled number 1. Well. Well. Okay. Number 9. Wait, there's so many more than that. Okay, hold on. Okay, we'll do Ranker. And Ranker always goes, from worst to best. Maybe. Okay, so there's more movies on here less movies than I have on here. So last place is Fantastic Four. It's pretty bad. The Gorge at 16. Wow, I had that at 9. There's not a lot of votes on these, so whatever. The Divergent series, I think that's the last one. It's pretty bad. Get a Job, 14. I had that. 18. The Divergent series, that's the second one. Footloose at 12. I had that lower. First Divergent movie, okay, at 11. Rabbit Hole at 10. I had Rabbit Hole at 5. 21 and Over at 9. I had that at 10. I'm glad that made the top 10. Two Night Stand at 8. I don't know about that one. I had that lower. Bleed for This at 7. I had that at 6. Project X at 6. Man, the fans voted it up. I bet that movie has atrocious reviews because people just didn't get it. I'll be honest with you, they just didn't get it. Yeah, 28% from critics, 61 from fans. Yeah, dude, fans, the movie's so good. People just need to let the hair down. The Spectacular Now at 5. We had that at 3. That Awkward Moment at 4? I don't know about that, bro. I didn't like that movie even a little bit. And it's huge cast. Zac Efron, Miles Teller, and Michael B. Jordan. I thought it was very, very boring. War Dogs at 3. We had that at 4. Top Gun Maverick at 2. We had that at 2. And then Whiplash at 1. J.K. Simmons is just, oh my God. Yeah. Crazy movie. Watch it. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Miles Teller, I think he's yet to even hit his prime. I'm excited to see what's to come from him in the future. Let me know in the comments below, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.